Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to get into an old TV clip that has resurfaced recently, and people are talking about it and mentioning Taehyung. I have a lot to say about this. There's this apparent blonde female lover backstage, and I also want to get into Ellen kind of talking about BTS not being on her show, sort of. We will get into it and discuss theories on that. So grab your dumpling tea spilling mug merch and let's get into the tea. If you are new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be first to leave your hate comment, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be first to do so. Now let's jump into it. The first thing I want to get into today is this old clip that has resurfaced of Taehyung and has had people asking a lot of questions on who this blonde woman is. This was something that popped up during one of BTS's shows, and a lot of people have a lot to say about it. If you aren't aware, BTS has their own literal reality show called BTS or Bangtan Bombs. This is a series they have where the cameraman just kept recording. It usually takes place backstage, and I think usually a dedicated cameraman is hired for these videos, and they usually have a lot of footage left over. The stuff that is very marketable and can have a good clickbait title are usually the stuff that they will put on their YouTube channel because it will get more views. And then they will have some of the excess stuff like them just sitting around eating or just chilling, and they'll put those clips in the BTS Festa or some other series they have. BTS in the Soup, available on my Patreon, my reaction videos to it. That series is something, if you haven't seen any of the Festas or anything like that, that is similar to that type of content you can expect from their paid videos. It's very chill and more of a closer look into their personalities. Bangtan Bombs is a series that us ARMYs have grown to love and expect because oftentimes takes you backstage a concert performance, which they don't do anymore. But they also have clips of music videos behind the scenes too, in case you wonder how the boys go about doing their music videos. One clip we saw a little while ago that seems to be resurfacing again is one where the boys were in a hotel room. I feel like a lot has gone down in these hotel rooms when BTS would tour because a lot of these cute moments are of BTS in hotel rooms. I think BTS's team knows this, so they post a lot of these clips. The boys were just goofing around as 7 goofy boys do. It is alleged that when BTS goes into a hotel room, they rent out all the rooms and the whole floor. Obviously, if each of the members were to have one room, it would already occupy a big part of one hotel floor. So why not rent the entire floor and just give the boys full privacy on that floor? This way they don't get mobbed or stalked when they decide to scream at each other down the hallway. Obviously, they also have confidential stuff and things that they talk about they wouldn't want leaked. I'm not 100% sure what they were talking about, but they were gathered around a clock and Taehyung had his phone out. If you go to the video, it looks like his phone is censored. It's blurred out and you can see what's there. But there's screenshots floating around online of it not being blurred out. So that's either edited by ARMY or Big Hit went ahead and blurred the phone through YouTube's editing thing. So once the video is posted, you can literally go into the YouTube settings and still blur things, which is such a cool feature YouTube has. So you don't have to take down the whole video. You can also trim parts out, etc. According to the photos I saw online, ARMY zoomed in on the phone Taehyung had in his hand. ARMYs love to know what Taehyung is looking at and who they will find on Taehyung's phone. Like, is he dating someone? What does he like to look at? In my case, I am always looking to see if he will put any of these several pictures I have sent him of me on there. I am kidding. I have not sent any. But if you want them, who am I kidding? No one wants them. Anyway, ARMY zoomed in on the photo only to be confused because it was a blonde looking woman. It could be anyone, right? People assume this was Taehyung's lover or someone because usually these are the people you put on your phone background, right? She looked like a gorgeous woman and the internet was going crazy at the time. Finally, ARMYs are detectives. ARMYs are the FBI. ARMYs work for the FBI. I honestly would not be shocked if there were a few that did. And they matched the alleged photo with Marilyn Monroe. Of course, once the photo was matched, the people knew who it was. No one thought he was dating Marilyn because she's dead. But if Marilyn was alive, how many of you would bet those dating rumors would occur? So why was Taehyung looking at Marilyn's photo or having Marilyn as a background? Many theories started to float around. One YouTuber that had talked about this mentioned that in a previous interview, Taehyung had said that he takes inspiration from celebrities to kind of mark down the facial expressions to make during photo shoots or video. Kind of get inspired to what he would like to look like in photos. Marilyn's photos are all iconic, and the looks she gives in her photos are really visceral and attention-grabbing. I think Taehyung has all of these qualities in his photographs. His photos really stop and grab people's attention, and I think we can all possibly know why, especially if he does in fact take inspiration from the late Marilyn. I definitely would. Every time I take an Instagram photo, I transform into a Marilyn. Dave who? Now this is Marilyn Monroe. Lately, I've been transforming into Jimin before photos because I just want to look as beautiful as Jimin does on camera. I want that soft yet manly look that Jimin gives off. Also, he just strikes up the best poses. They look really good. I'm glad to see BTS do their thing and very happy to see Taehyung's thought process before doing anything artistic. I think seeing someone's process is so important because one, if you have an unusual process and seeing someone else's similar to yours, it's good to know that other people do it like that too. But also it shows how in tune you are with culture and being inspired by the icons before you. I was definitely shocked to see how good they are at everything they do and their inspiration. Recently when they unfollowed Ellen, you can tell their inspiration was not Ellen. Sorry, bad transition. I couldn't think of anything else. BTS, I believe at one point was following Ellen, but I don't know that for sure. However, they're apparently not following each other now, or at least BTS is not following her. BTS has been on the show many times before, and of those many times, they have performed twice. Ellen, at least before last summer, was seen as an icon, and people would die to be on her show. The amount of exposure and the amount of everything that the show carries just goes to show how much BTS loves the show. But after the recent many controversies the show got due to the alleged bad working conditions, the show was on the rocks. So BTS likely unfollowed to avoid controversy. Shortly after the next season, Ellen announced that the show was being canceled and she was moving on. When asked why she decided to cancel, and if it was due to the controversy, of course all these people quote unquote banning her or quote unquote protesting her, and likely maybe even a lot of celebrities not wanting to associate with her and her show now. But she says that none of that is the reason, and she says that as a creative person she needs to feel challenged. The show had gone on for 18 years, obviously she wouldn't feel challenged anymore doing it. I've already seen some of the new commercials of some of the new stuff she might be working on, so that's interesting. I do believe then it wouldn't be the case of not wanting to do the show due to controversy, but actually the case of her being bored of the show. Because if it was due to backlash, she would just leave Hollywood then, right? And I don't think she has. I think we've all dreamed of being on Ellen and being a celebrity being interviewed by Ellen, but it seems like a lot of new singers or whatever will have to put that dream to rest because it doesn't look like it will happen. I think BTS and Ellen are probably still friendly with each other, but there's definitely no reason to follow Ellen and her show or really even perform Butter on the show if the show is just going to be over in a few months. It doesn't really make sense for them to either waste a flight ticket to the US to perform on the show or literally recreate the entire set only for the show to be over. And who knows what will happen to the YouTube channel that would post the performance or whatever, you know? It's not a smart business move. Obviously, since everyone knows the last season, some people could already be checking out of the show. I don't know what last season's ratings are actually. This could be the same reason they never really appeared or performed on Conan. There just might not be a reason to do it. I wish the best for Ellen and her endeavors, and I know BTS will be performing Butter on so many new and upcoming talk shows within the next year or so. It seems like so many shows are ending, and that is only going to make way for other newer talk shows and some new ones that will literally be coming up right now with some new faces and talk show hosts we have never seen before. Maybe even the Jin star can go ahead and be a talk show host. That would be awesome sauce. Can you imagine all the dad jokes he would make? Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I appreciate this comment right here. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, I do have a Patreon if you want to go over there and check stuff out. I have a lot of videos over there that I can't really post on here. This is due to copyright or getting taken down, so I do keep it over there on my Patreon. You can currently get access to over 300 videos that are already up there from the $1 tier, which is currently still open. And we also have a 10% off thing going on over there as well, if you'd like to check it out. We have a great time interacting with each other. I also send out cards and all that. So if you'd like to be a part of that, make sure you go over there and check it out. Link is in the top description down below. There's also a video over there that's free to watch that kind of explains a little bit how you can support this channel even more if you would like to do that. Make sure you go over there and check it out. With that said, there's 2 videos that will appear up on screen at the end of this video, so click on one of those and I'll see you over there. Bye.